Pad.
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 Bed.
Pad.
Did you bring your legal pad? You wait here, I'll find us a quiet place to work.
Okay.
What? You know what? I got a perfect thing. Maxi pad on a stick.
Oh my god, I want to kill myself.
Oh, and here is a pen and pad in case you get one of your great ideas.
It worked like a charm, too. Then you dicks had to get greedy and pad your pockets.
Make this one last, Char. My dad's gonna start missing his script pad.
You're not the only guy in school with connections, Adam.
I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna get you some pads and some skates. Get you out on the ice. You can.
Oh, that car.
It's like your bachelor pad.
You two check his swinging bachelor pad.
That somebody else now lives in?
It's a bachelor pad.
He's a bachelor.
Okay, we cannot raise a family in this.
Ingenious.
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 Ingenious. It's ingenious. It's ingenious. It's ingenious. They'll bite your lips, but at least the rest of you is safe.
See how much better this is? The truck goes in, it gets video, and then we get a preview of whatever's in there. How ingenious is that, huh? How ingenious is that, huh? How ingenious is that, huh?
Are you too scared to go in?
I heard Sutler's going to make a public statement tonight.
It's nearly time.
The masks were ingenious, ingenious, ingenious. It was strange to suddenly see your face everywhere.
Conceal from scratch.
Obviously something that they're not interested in doing because of the high upfront costs.
Ingenious. This is a tremendous innovation.
Matter of knowing which elements to blend. Magnesium here, iron filings there, so on.
I think it's ingenious. Does it have a military application?
Salmon, cod, part trout, part turtle, part lamprey. Nature always produces ingenious hybrids. So shall we.
Ingenious argument. Faith isn't an argument.
That's great. So, Roy, since you're so ingenious, how about you build some flower boxes for our bedroom windows?
Really? There's big money riding on dog shows?
It's actually kind of ingenious. You know, everyone's got football, basketball, horse racing under a microscope looking for the slightest hint of impropriety.
Yeah, she developed a code when she was in law school in case anyone subpoenaed her notes.
It's ingenious.
Did you just say Shadow Walker?
Yeah, he's done like the most ingenious hacks of the last decade. What, you've never heard of him?
No, I know him.
Rotate.
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 We're gonna rotate. We're gonna rotate. We're gonna rotate. I gotta go to work. We gotta keep up appearances.
See, their eyes can rotate 360 degrees. They can see everything that's around them, but they can't see.
Two living quarters. What they do is they rotate around the core modules. This gives us simulated gravity. Watch this.
Rotate it.
It was floor to the ceiling dollars. We had to rotate the money from the top to the bottom so prevent the mold from coming on the money from the humidity.
Can you rotate that?
God, I'd love to have my crank pin rotated right about now. We rotate every 5 minutes like penguins.
Yeah, I saw that. That was sweet. I rotate, pull back, hit the brakes, and there, bang! Left one's lined up dead center ring.
And such. Mr. Watson used them to rotate the summer and winter stuff. I'll show you later.
We have to use it, sir. Well, I didn't practice with it. Now I can hardly rotate my arm.
Magnate. Magnet.
Magnet.
Magnate.
Magnate.
Really excited. I went to the after party and met the shipping magnate. The shipping magnate. The shipping magnate. Don't worry, it's not going to be sexual, more like a father thing.
Dana Wellington.
daughter of Bruce Wellington, auction house owner, philanthropist, real estate magnate, real estate magnate, real estate magnate.
Partner stuff. I have something on our tow truck magnate.
You have? What?
Herbie, Jaime, and Hershey, menswear magnates, or was it hangers? Either way, it's terrible card players.
Huh. A secret rendezvous with a shadowy real estate magnate. A flash drive exchange with Layla Nazif, daughter of a Saudi official. Anna!
Attorney for shipping magnate Martin Summers has confirmed his client has no intention of testifying, maintaining his innocence in the wrongful death of Victor Nocenti.
Zoology, electromagnetism, and utopian social inclusive Danish industrialist and munitions magnate Alvar Hanso.
Take a look.
Details are sketchy, but we can confirm the body of reclusive real estate magnate Harrison Crane was found in Makua Forest early this morning. A police investigation.
Assent. Assent. Assent.
Assent.
Assent.
Lander is released. On ascent. On ascent. On ascent. Over.
Theological ladder.
Ladder?
Yeah, representing an ascent, an ascent, an ascent from a lower sphere of consciousness to a higher one. We need.
This machine was built in 1970. Next year it enters the record books, making an ascent straight up at 36,000 feet in under 6 minutes. That's a faster climb rate than an...
Yes, I do. You know something I don't?
20 meters.
Stop the ascent. Continue.
Stop the ascent, Captain.
Mr. Pavlov, if you contradict me again, I'll have you chained to...
T-minus 32 seconds to liftoff. Prepping for ascent ignition.
Orbital sync is established. Docking operation in T-minus 8 minutes.
Of labour. It's rather a rapid ascent, wouldn't you say?
You found a price, didn't you?
Starting our ascent to radio depth. Verify sonar with fire control.
Control. Truck 63, rapid ascent.
Jones, get a spare bottle for yourself.
Corpse.
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 Out your ass! 3 days ago, I identified my father's corpse, and now I'm supposed to sit here and listen to you viciously attack every...
Let me ask you something. Who was the corpse? Who was the corpse? Who was the corpse?
You're at all.
Why wouldn't a maggot be found on a corpse? Corpse. Corpse.
Oh, it would, as long as there was flesh to eat.
Oh, Mrs. Russellsbrook, you're a genius.
Such talent. Lady Hartwright, you make such a beautiful corpse. You.
Will do. All right. Got anything you can use, kid?
I don't care for guns, man.
Okay, I'll make a fine-looking corpse. I'll tell you what, just stay here and keep the engine running.
Only been on the market a couple of months. I'm gonna track the owners down, see if they know anything. You got any new info on that corpse you found in the priest's basement?
No DNA, dental, or fingerprint.
And now you're a corpse. I have a hard time piecing together how this whole apocalypse thing happened. Could have been chemical warfare.
I don't want a funeral. When I die, just shove my corpse into a cannon and blow me directly into the Trump casino.
Die? I'm gonna hide under your corpse and pretend I'm dead till everybody's gone away. I ain't gonna be nobody's dead body blanket. We're gonna get him first.
The undead corpse transforms into a Jiangxi and prowls the earth, lusting after the blood and brains of the living.
Are you sure? I mean, the nose doesn't light up, but if the corpse is fresh enough, sometimes you can get the leg to jerk.
An island full of corpses. You're the only one to escape.
Adolescence.
Adolescence. Adolescence.
Adolescence.
Adolescence.
It's just a sprain. But at least it's legitimate.
La clumsy adolescence. Clumsy adolescence. Clumsy adolescence. It's a phase we've all been through, except for me.
Girls. Adolescence. 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 It's a 20th century invention.
Is this supposed to make up for me missing your adolescence, this routine of listening and disobeying me?
Easy. A childhood torn from her.
a rough adolescence, and a damning identity that was thrust upon her, which she bore with dignity.
The Notebook one too many times. Adolescence is a very volatile time for a young woman.
He so gets me.
83! This is on extreme emotional loss or fatigue, death of a parent, sometimes sexual abuse, lack of strong authority figure in adolescence, low self-esteem resulting in few permanent relationships.
Yeah, that's a cultural problem, is what it is. You know, your average American male is in a perpetual state of adolescence, you know, arrested development.
Hey, that's the name of the show.
These collisions is some kind of rape.
We know that an underwear fetish typically begins in adolescence with peeping in neighbors' windows.
And when that no longer satisfies them, they'll burglarize homes and start taking the object that arouses them.
And then I'm assuming you entered adolescence.
And they bronzed him. Why?
No idea. I've watched my son trapped in an endless adolescence of broken hearts.
The first was the most painful.
Lottery.
Lottery. Lottery.
Lottery.
Lottery.
Mechanic, my family, in and out of work.
He just won $42 million in the state lottery. The state lottery. The state lottery. I think I read about this lucky bastard in the paper.
You sure you don't mean the lucky bastard?
Doesn't matter.
What'd you win?
I don't know. Whatever. A lottery. A lottery. A lottery. Something.
Lottery?
A prize.
My mom? My friend Johnny? I won the lottery! Whoa, wow!
Did I ever tell you I won the lottery?
Hey, what's the matter?
Nothing. Just, I bought a lottery ticket 2 days ago, and I don't think it's gonna pay off.
So maybe we won't all win the lottery. Or marry royalty.
Where from?
New York.
Wonderful city. I've always wanted to go there. Oh well, when I win the lottery. If you'd like to just take a seat over there, I'll see if I can find Inspector Hendricks.
Congratulations, fellas.
On what, sir?
On winning the lottery, because the only reason I can imagine why my fine young money managers aren't at the conference table at 9 a.m. is because you all went in on a winning lottery ticket and you've come here to tell me to kiss your collective ass.
There's no way the unsub could have known they'd get the call.
He's using the 911 calls like a lottery. He's picking cops at random.
Can I offer a thought? Say a guy wins the lottery. $10 million. Very next day, what's the one thing he does not do? He does not go buy another lottery ticket, right? He counts his lucky stars and he sails off into the sunset.
At the Hong Kong morgue, you've got a better chance of winning the lottery and trying to paywall her off.
I am not going to assassinate my best friend. Do you understand?
Trust her magic more than the Spanish kind.
You'll believe anything.
You play the lottery.
That's different. At least with the lottery, you know each time you play, your chances.
Maybe Frank will stay sober and get the cash.
Maybe I'll win the lottery. Hey.
Diverse.
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 Well, the first definition is someone who creates by combining existing, very often diverse, standardized parts and brings them together.
Lake Tahoe and Reno. All cities with a large and diverse transient population.
Yeah, of course. I will make a diverse schedule. Diverse schedule. Diverse schedule.
Century.
Yeah.
It all flooded because the sea level was rising.
Right, but this is the most diverse wildlife area in the whole of
So we've discovered this diverse ecosystem living 5 miles down in the New Britain Trench.
I have a very diverse portfolio.
Christ, Shane! There are many safe and ethnically diverse neighborhoods in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
The scrapbooking sting had helped the DA gather evidence against people as diverse as Ken Lay.
How much do they cost? But yes, it is a point of pride that people want to come to America, and we value our diverse population in Arizona, but we just want people to immigrate legally and become citizens.
Kit.
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 I have done a few sketches, which we have archived, so we can use the kit.
Yeah.
The kit.
The kit, which we're gonna do together. Is that a magic kit?
Yeah, I do 2 shows a night. Pay what you can. It'll be nice just to have an audience.
Come back with me right now.
What's happened?
I'll explain on the way. You med kid. Meet me at Ravensgate.
It's a long story. Look, just bring the first aid kit to Thea's room. Thank you.
It's really deep. It might need stitches. I'm gonna go downstairs and get the first aid kit, okay?
Millie got lice from someone.
Horseshoe.
Who else? You know what? Skip the pharmacy. Just borrow our lice kit. It's in the basement. Key's under the mat.
Thank you, Phil. Thanks.
Here that night. Maybe the one that killed Nora.
We'll get a sample kit.
It's proof, Cisco.
I'll need to test it to be certain. I'm gonna grab my kit.
Quarantine survival kit.
What is that?
It's a 21st Century Howling Commandos kit. Tripp and Fitz built it for me. Hey.
My grandfather's field kit. WW2.
Hamper.
Hamper.
Hamper. Hamper.
Hamper.
Looks like this one.
Did you check the hamper? Hamper?
Yes, I checked the hamper.
Look at me. It's not mine.
Well then, whose is it? It didn't just magically appear in my laundry basket.
Well, I'm not the only guy in this house that uses that hamper. Hamper.
Designer outfits. I am the reality. The wife who never wears makeup and whose clothes smell like a hamper.
There's no Jack O'Matthew. That's the hamper. Go to bed, sweetie.
Beautifully put, Generalissimo.
Yes. The communists hamper our army against the Japanese invaders. You must tell your friend Roosevelt.
Oh, we will. You can count on it.
Really? Not a toothpick, not the spare change between the couch cushions, not the panties out of the hamper. Nothing, and I mean nothing.
Oh.
Could you put your underwear in the hamper?
Can you do it? You're standing right there.
Don't you want to do that upstairs? You know, near the hamper?
Actually, I'd rather do it right here.
Get my keys. Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. Oh.
The laundry is out of the hamper.
Laundry, you want me to put anything in for you?
There's some underwear in the hamper.
Oh, good, I got that new stain stick to try out.
No, but...
They told me to be thorough. I also put that you never throw your socks into the hamper.
In case the floor is cold, I put the socks on so my feet stay warm, but they don't really care about that.
The wife's blood, you're sure?
Well, this was found in the Castillo's bedroom hamper.
Mammal. Mammal.
Mammal.
Mammal.
Mammal.
A fish is a fish.
Mm-hmm. Well, a dolphin's actually a mammal. Tomato. More like tomato cow.
By that logic, I should answer all the anthropology questions because I'm a mammal. Shoot, Bob.
Right. Name as many mammals as you can in 60 seconds. Ready?
Warden Schlappabursky from the Wildlife Commission. A mammal on our endangered species list may lose its habitat with this new construction.
A seal would never prey on a human, unless, of course, it had acquired a taste for mammal blood.
What do you mean?
Think about the way scientists work their way up to human testing. They start with rodents, then advance to larger mammals, and then at some point they do a very small trial run with people. There's no way this was his first human test run.
All right, you're gonna outrun a coyote, the fastest mammal in the world. Not sure that's true.
By his swollen pangolin. I don't even know what a pangolin is.
It's a mammal with scales, and in this context, it's...
Okay, yeah.
Rabbits do have a respiratory system that would support great size. And on a side note, they are one of the few mammals whose scrotum is in front of the penis.
You
Ever wonder how humans would be different if they evolved from lizards instead of mammals?
Close, aren't we?
Hey, look what I found. 3 different particulates within the chest cavity. We got crushed mammal bone, Kermes insect, and woad legume.
You know, human interaction, mammal to mammal. Room for improvement. That's all I'm saying.
Thank you, Dr. Phil.
Dilute.
Dilute. Dilute. Dilute.
Dilute.
Dina, I'm not going to dilute your stock options. And when did
Curari, I dealt with this before. We need to dilute the poison in his bloodstream.
I said now. This is diluted maceration fluid. Diluted maceration fluid. Diluted maceration fluid.
The sample would be too diluted.
And is asking too much to get a voice confirmation with him on the phone?
Products. Belladonna is highly toxic. And that's why users dilute it with tea. The berries have a sweet flavor. They say
Here, this'll coat your throat and help dilute the bleach.
Son of a bitch at the station must have diluted the gas.
With caps on them?
Stuff's so diluted, I mean, I doubt there's even any cleaning product left.
Out of curiosity. We offered shares to a special investor to buy up a portion of the company and dilute the ownership stake of the twins, but we hit a roadblock with the board.
Outstore. And they don't dilute the whiskey. The way a tight plan doesn't obscure its objectives.
Fend. 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 Fend.
Fend.
It'll be many years before Isha's son can fend for himself.
When Jackie was left having to fend for herself till she managed to get back home.
You know, I'm gonna head up to my sister's again tonight. You get to fend for yourself dinner-wise?
You've been going up there a lot lately. Is everything okay?
Let's go. He'll have to fend for himself.
Oh, God, Aldo, I'm too tired to fend you off your groping.
Please, I understand completely.
The best way to fend off the story is change the story. And the only way to do that is by winning big.
I've had to fend off more sexual predators than I care to remember.
Get out of here tonight.
Jack, we're a family. I'm not gonna leave you here to fend for yourself.
Be.
Fine, really. Why should you fend for yourself when you can just come home with me?
Safe from bears.
Sorry, Dad, you're gonna have to fend for yourself. I'm Skyping with Ashley.
Understood. Apparently.
Pretty expensive to fend off 5 lawsuits.
Yes, it is.
Ludicrous.
Ludicrous. Ludicrous.
Ludicrous.
Ludicrous.
That's ludicrous. Ludicrous. Ludicrous.
It's in your study, Doctor.
No, it isn't. Subject.
The idea of meeting anyone in a Shakespeare chat room is beyond ludicrous. Ludicrous. Ludicrous.
It was so refreshing to be treated with kindness after weeks of just ludicrous accusations.
The doctor doesn't think they're ludicrous. They're ludicrous. They're ludicrous.
Well, I know, but Rex died in his care. I mean, of course, he'd like to blame.
This is ludicrous. The Biedermeier armoire. It's my understanding that your client doesn't even like animals.
Conspiracy.
Yeah, conspiracy to kill 5 random people? There's no motive.
It's ridiculous, right?
It's grassy knoll ludicrous.
There's no point looking any further.
Exactly.
Would it be absolutely ludicrous if we just made out right now?
You say another word and you'll regret it. Well, I'm sorry, Your Honor, but this woman is spouting nothing but ludicrous pettifoggery, and I'm a little hungry.
Even if I had, the draw strength needed to actually fire the damn thing would have been ludicrous. Look at it.
You make him wish that he'd never shown that ludicrous head of hair and that nice face of his.
When we smell messages, that's ludicrous. That boy is mentally unstable. He always has been.
Clark Preston, you
I'm
have the right to
innocent.
remain silent.
The truth. I came to unearth it about your ludicrous kidnapping story, but now I've stumbled across something that's far juicier.
Batch.
Batch. Batch. Batch.
Batch.
Tickets are selling like hotcakes. When are you guys coming back to pick up the next batch of the next batch of the next batch of passengers?
I think these phones are part of a batch. Batch. Want to snort the next batch?
Just do me a favor, just don't wander off. We got a new batch deliveries coming in for you soon.
Wow. Thanks.
Did your family like the first batch?
Do you even have to ask?
Great. See you at school.
May 23rd. My first batch of subjects arrived today. And I have to admit that I'm very excited. I masturbate in the chocolate. Every single batch.
I think I might puke.
Yourself? It's from the same batch the girls ate.
They ate what he ate. What 100 other healthy people ate.
Very nice.
So let's make up a batch.
Oh, now's not a good time.
Their secret holiday recipe.
No, I'm just going to make an extra large batch to take with me Christmas Eve caroling. Oh, it'll be after our Christmas dinner.
Jungle for a long time. There ain't another batch of recruits due in for 6 months.
Embargo.
Embargo.
Embargo. Embargo.
Embargo.
Well, the US has an embargo against trading oil with Sudan, so if that's what he bought from my father.
It's the main financier to the Northern Sudanese army. Since the new embargo, he's been shopping for a new weapons supplier.
To make money. After the oil embargo, the gasoline crisis, the hijackings, the Olympics, they don't want to see Arabs make money. Trust me, not on our soil.
You're trying to undermine it with your oil embargo.
Yes.
And this was because Chum Hum itself couldn't sell software to the Syrians.
Yes, the American trade embargo required using a middleman. That is me.
And
this declaration is the equivalent of a trade embargo.
I wonder what Hemingway would think if he saw our country after 50 years of the embargo.
I'll bet he'd still be enchanted with. That's your business plan. You move money for embargoed governments or phony charities.
This is embargoed until it crosses the tape.
Massive.
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 Massive. Massive.
It'll be nice just to have an audience.
Well, you know, you said this was a massive two-bedroom. Massive two-bedroom. Massive two-bedroom.
Did I? Because I thought I said it was a massive two-bed room.
Where are the two beds, man?
They're back here!
The obelisk triggered a massive earthquake. Massive earthquake. Massive earthquake. Imagine how much worse it could have been if he hadn't destroyed it. He died a hero.
Coulson doesn't bore me with the details of every little operation.
May, we know this is massive. 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 We have evidence that Coulson has quietly been moving alarming amounts of resources and manpower all over the globe.
Somewhere its massive appetite for power can be met.
And I'm sorry for the massive body issues I have given you. And I'm sorry for judging your lifestyle choice.
really necessary. it is. Don't want you to have a stroke or a massive heart attack while you're detoxing. Terrific. Sobriety's gonna kill me.
And the only reason why I danced with him is because he wrote a massive check to CNRI. Why would you think anything else?
Millions of dollars worth of illegal drugs confiscated, a massive blow to your father's criminal proceeds, and nobody had to die. Justice.
Applied science is design work. It's not working, unfortunately, on account of being caught in a massive explosion.
You want me to access the data?
Brilliant mind at work already.
I owe you a massive apology, and I'm sorry.
Your latest time jump against the Flash caused a massive drain on your powers. Your cells contain no trace of the Speed Force.
It's impossible.
Enzyme.
Enzyme.
Enzyme. Enzyme.
Enzyme.
Enzyme compound. If taken before exposure, it prevents infection.
That's right here. This very building. I don't have to tell you what that did for the enzyme world.
The devil.
It's the enzyme responsible for bioluminescence. Like fireflies?
It's not syphilis. VDRL and enzyme immunoassays were negative.
What if I spill tomato soup on my shirt and have to come home to change, only to find there's no water for an enzyme soak?
From the sweater, furfural proteolytic enzyme, triarylmethane dye.
Hodgins. Eyes are glazing over.
Research has found worms produce an enzyme that cut down on allergies. I'm applying the theory to asthma.
Starts there in a natural spring. They infuse it with the protein and enzymes after in a laboratory.
Haven.
Haven.
Haven. Haven.
Heaven.
Fiddles. The state's safe haven law.
Wait a minute, I thought the safe haven law was so that women could leave unwanted babies in hospitals instead of leaving them in dumpsters.
Not a chance. This is our safe haven. This is our safe haven. This is our safe haven. You definitely look like you're in need of room.
Well, this home is my haven.
Oh, well, here I thought your haven was your illegitimate son in that adorable little gallery you share.
Created a safe haven for them at a very special nursery just outside Nairobi.
But I did cram for a quiz or two on the American Revolution. The last time New Haven was invaded was in 1779. Hey, Mom.
It'd still apply there, right?
Yeah.
That means 2 trips for us.
Or one. We could go to Providence first and then hit New Haven on the way back.
And stop at the Newport Creamery on the way down for milkshakes?
Gosh, we could...
Yep, clean as a whistle. No, whistles aren't actually very clean at all. The mouth is a haven for harmful bacteria.
All right.
An agenda. Last year, he tried to purchase Malcolm Merlin's earthquake generator. He gave Gollum Cardia safe haven to Markovia, and he hired Mark Shaw to steal a secret file from Argus.
We're paying the guy $25,000 a month for safe haven. I think that's earned me some face time.
As you know, I vetted a lot of locations for our final refuge.
I'm at the mall. I'm in Hot Dog Haven. I love their outfits.
Yes. Here's the bread. Okay, let's check all the hospitals and fire stations. Any safe haven where someone might have turned in a baby.
We did.
Liner.
Liner.
Liner. Liner.
Liner.
CC some glitter eyeshadow. She said something about lighting up the night with her liner, with her liner, with her liner.
Oh, no. It's the future of our company. But the future's so far in the future, and I need this money now for real stuff like gummy bears and eyeliner. Eyeliner.
They use the wool as a liner for their car trunks. If the fibers were in the fractures, that means that the victim's blood has to be on the liner.
With their storybook romance nearing its happy ending, Miss Kelly boarded the liner Constitution with the rest of the Kelly family.
I am belly up, buddy. You put a key on my kite in a shitstorm. I dropped $5,000 on lip liner. You took away my business.
In 48 hours, he and his team are going to arrest David for his role in destroying a jetliner. What a noble gesture.
And what brought you onto that boat, Ben? You seem more of a yacht man than a cruise liner.
Quite so.
The one with 20th Century Boy, and the liner notes, the album art, even the tactile feel of the vinyl.
Guys, no liner.
The building trash dumpster.
Doing a hell of a job with that liner, candidate.
Oh, well, I'm just, trying to take pride in my work, Lieutenant.
Invade.
Invade. Invade.
Invade.
Invade.
I do hear this is mine. And just because they want to invade my privacy, it doesn't mean that I have to help them do it.
De Gaulle's running down the clock. You think he'd invade? You think he'd invade? You think he'd invade? By October. Which means...
What the hell are you doing in my room?
I'm sorry to invade your privacy. It's not to invade your privacy. It's not to invade your privacy. It's not normally my style, but I must go where the story takes me.
We have no reason to believe he's changed security tactics.
We invaded Afghanistan, that's a reason.
You know, we got a long list of girls to go through with you. In history, warriors invaded towns, killed the men, women, and boys, but kept the girls for themselves.
Caught this in time.
Catching it in time would have been before it invaded the tissue around my thymus. I want the radiation and the chemo concurrently.
Dig deeper. Invade their privacy till they go crazy themselves.
Wow, thanks for the advice, divorced guy.
Delightful.
Yeah. The fort was built in the 18th century and helped repel some of our British ancestors when they tried to invade the island. But this particular guard tower was built in...
If you wanted to talk to me, Agent Gonzalez, you should have talked to me. You put spies on my team, invaded my base, hurt my people. Fury's secrets didn't bring down S.H.I.E.L.D. Hydra did.
Diligent.
Diligent. Diligent. Diligent.
Diligent.
It is. But I remain diligent, and resolute in my belief that great works of art can never belong to any one individual.
Theory, it all reconciles at the end of the day.
In theory.
Well, not everyone is diligent. Diligent.
Developer supervisor at Exotech. Diligent, super bright, star of his IT department.
City before.
Just be diligent about the medication. You'll feel better before you know it, okay? All right. Hang in there.
Your most diligent, Dennis, a noble example for all those who labor in the name of our Lord. But, Your Grace? Well, it wasn't labor that I was speaking of. It was rather my final remittance that I was interested in.
Diligent fool. Said she found some serious problems with the prescriptions.
Seemed diligent and earnest, and certainly demonstrated persistence.
For a while, she's mine.
Now, hold up, dog. That's bullshit. It's called due diligence.
You go do the diligent, or am I?
Better than 1,000 days of diligent study is one day with a great teacher.
We wouldn't accuse you unless we had concrete evidence, and thanks to my diligent partner here.
Here at Oxford, I'm meticulous, I'm extremely diligent.
And loyal.
Each time a notebook is filled with the fruits of your diligent observation.
Christian.
Christian. Christian.
Christian.
Christian.
Forgive me, my friend. Forgiveness is a Christian value ribbon. Is a Christian value ribbon. Is a Christian value ribbon. My gods are older.
And as a Christian, I must say, I am deeply, deeply offended. It's profane.
His patron was the Emperor Nero himself, and Peter knew he was being sent to destroy Christians in the city. Christians in the city. Christians in the city.
You know, I heard that he was gay, but he was such a good Christian man. Everybody thought, you know, how could...
Can I go, neighbor? Let's close with a word of prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for bringing me in the presence of these wonderful young Christians to discuss and to talk about temptation.
Husband is trying to make the best of an imperfect situation. You were raised Christian. You know what we are taught. A man is the head of the household.
Whether it's Christian or not, though. I remember when my granddaddy passed my grandma. That's gonna have a global impact.
Oh, that's terrible. No, I forgot you're a closet Christian. Is it really bad to make blowjob jokes in a church?
Kind of is, okay? We've done worse.
Can't be on the baseball team. They start the game with a Christian prayer.
It's probably just a phase.
Exactly. So we'll get him home, we'll get him into Christian counseling, so it won't become a lifestyle.
Well, whatever's going on with him, he's still our son, and we love him.
This is good.
So I'm just curious about what happens at the Purity Ball tonight.
Well, it's a Christian event designed to strengthen the bond between fathers and daughters.
Bug.
Bug.
Bug. Bug. Bug.
You bug our mosques. You bug our mosques. You bug our mosques.
Mr. Khan, there are bombs on our streets.
Hey, Alex, what's up? Sorry to bug you. Sorry to bug you. Sorry to bug you. You're not bugging me. Right. Well, I hate to do this.
I'd rather listen to him. All we do is plant a bug and we can hear everything he says.
Where are we on the Title III? I want to bug every place this guy is known to go. I mean, somebody somewhere knows something, and someone's going to talk.
Glutes? Whoa, I think it's time for me to bug out. Slicky, sit down, relax.
Your fish. That's a cute one. It's got little bug eyes. Is that your fish? Yeah. I was, when I was little,
No, it wasn't. That's not the point.
You know, I've said for years we should have a bug zapper here. 1971, right here at this table.
Hey, Susan. I don't mean to bug you. There's just so much I didn't get to say.
What's this?
I dropped a bug in Derek Reston's jacket.
I thought you were going to give the man a second chance.
A can of Barbasol. Anyway, while the senator's wrapped in hot towels, we can plant a bug on him.
Well, they're after you. If they were to track me down, follow me and bug me.
Squashed like a little bug by me.